What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Cyberpunk 2077. This is super weird. I can hear myself in my own ear. God, I hate that. See if I can mess with my settings and get that changed. There you are, Delmain.
On high alert now. I lost contact with a vehicle somewhere in your area.
Thanks. Eyes peeled.
Alright, so if you watched yesterday's video... Okay, this is really bugging me. I'm gonna pull that off my ears. Okay, there we go. I'm doing this with no headset now. Sorry, it really distracts me when I can hear myself in my ear while I'm talking. We did that when I was in radio back in college, and excuse me, some people loved it. I was one of the few people who I couldn't wear the headset while I was on air because hearing myself in my ear throws me off. What was I about to say? Shit. So, if you saw yesterday's video, I'm trying a new way of recording and everything. I am recording my gameplay and then throwing it into OBS, doing the editing, and doing the commentary, or throwing it into Premiere, Adobe. There we go. Words are hard. And then doing all the editing and commentary after the recording. So, that is my new plan. I'll let
Van
him
on the loose.
speak
It
here.
needs retrieving. Coordinates provided. Head there. Quite simple as these things go. Except, you should expect animals prowling. Likely feral. Details attached.
Okay, so, yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to be trying this new way of doing things because I think in the long run, it is going to save me time. Not maybe for this video, because this video took me a lot longer to get done than normal because I had to... When I have to record, edit, and then throw the commentary in, okay, then I can see where this would take more time than just recording the commentary as in playing the game. But once I get enough footage, you know, stacked up that I can then add the commentary to later, I think this will be a lot faster. I think. I don't know. I'm just trying this out. If this works and I like it better, awesome. We'll stick with it. If not, okay, we'll go back to the old way of doing things. I don't know, just with having to swap to a new PC, capture card, software, and everything. I just thought, hey, let's try something new. You know, while I'm still kind of testing stuff. This might be the only video for today as well, just because I think I figured out why. If you saw the video yesterday, my OBS was freezing. It froze up like twice in this play session. One that you'll see, one later. They all keep happening around 48 minutes of recording, which is weird because up until yesterday, I was not having this issue. I did some Googling. I think the problem is with OBS because I've swapped around cables, I've repositioned stuff, I've done everything that could be on like a tech side, so it's gotta be, and I'm seeing the game and everything when OBS is frozen. I'm seeing the game and everything clearly on my monitor, so it's gotta be an OBS issue. Which I have some things I'm gonna test. I think I know what the problem is with OBS. It's just, you know, we gotta get it. I gotta get it figured out. So, again, part of why, like I said, this will be the only video is so I can start getting a good backlog of footage. I could not figure out when this was happening. I was like, wait, is the guy up? Is he down? Like, what's going on with that dude? So yeah, I'm gonna play around with it this afternoon, try and figure out what's going on with what's going on with OBS. It could just be some settings changes that I have to make. I think it might have something to do with the bit rate. That's what I'm not 100% sure exactly what that does, but from what I was reading in from some cursory Google searches, it might be the issue. So I'll figure it out, and when it gets figured out, you know, we'll go back to recording as we usually do.
Deeper down the tunnel.
Or, you know what I mean, things will get more than just one video a day. There we go. Oy. My brain hurts. So Johnny said there was something going back in this direction, so I really don't know what he was talking about. Because going back here, it's just this dude. And the unalive oneself quick hack. I don't know. Can I am I allowed to say that word? I'm not monetized, so I guess it doesn't matter. No idea. You know, I've never actually seen where that ladder goes. I'm trying to even remember. Well, have I? Maybe I have, and I just don't remember it. So E91C. I don't know why I went all the way to the top there instead of the one right above it. Some just generic stuff to read. Go ahead, pause and read if you like all that stuff. I didn't remember the tracing your location thing staying while you were reading the computer. Interesting. I guess there's only things you notice when you kind of like watch it back on a playback. Alright, well, this is a nice and simple mission. We'll get out. Everyone has been either taken down or what have you. Out. Watch my terrible driving. There's going to be a good amount of terrible driving in this video. I don't know, but my cars are really fishtailing on me. I don't know if they changed the vehicle physics in some of the updates or what, but this felt really off to me recording this video. And come on, turn around. You know. No, there's some of that fishtailing. You know, while this is just kind of playing here, I noticed something weird. Well, maybe not just noticed, but there's just always kind of been a question I've had with this game. So, if you've noticed, if you're a classic rock fan, if you're a just you like music in general, I mean, who doesn't? But you might notice that a lot of quests in this game are named after songs. There's the one that we have right now for to help Judy take over clouds. The quest is called Talking About Revolution, which is, I believe, a reference to the Beatles song Revolution.
Well, you found...
Ugh, too far.
Is the Talking About a Revolution. I think that's the words. I'm not a super big Beatles fan.
You made me a wealthier man, V. You raised the animals' hackles, too. Kudos. I respect those who make an impression. In the event of more work, I'll know the number to call. Contract closed.
We got another quest on the map that's called War Pigs. There's another one. Oh, geez. There's multiple others that I can't think off the top of my head, but it's just something I noticed in this recording session. Like, I just kept seeing mission after mission with a name after a classic rock song, and I'm just sitting here going, I mean, it's cool, but it to me feels like it should have been. You should have named all your quests after rock songs, or not even rock songs, just music in general. I think they should have gone that route. I get it. You don't want to. It's like, oh, well, we don't want to burn. We don't want to drive the joke into the ground. But I think it would make a really cool theme, especially with us having the rocker boy Johnny Silverhand in our head, and I guess the game's not about music, but I don't know. I think letting the game or having that reference be really consistent all the way through, I think that would be much better than just having it be some of the
from 1 to
quests.
6.
Down with the prison
I'd say I'm
of
sitting at
fear.
a strong 6.
There we go, just taking these guys out
I
before they
guess
can
we
even do
both
anything
know
to us.
What's going to happen next?
Just pop.
Delamain misses you. I'm here to shut you down.
Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper.
Really appreciate it if you didn't make this difficult.
I have a surprise waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise, so I'll just give you a hint. I'm going to kill you, and all the cake is gone. I honestly,
God, what's that song
didn't think you'd fall
from
for that.
that fan-made
Okay,
song
that's enough.
that has all of the
You chose this path. Now
oh
I have
my
a
god,
surprise for you.
the cake is a lot. No,
Deploying
it's not a
surprise
fan-made
in
song.
5,
No,
4.
it did it play
I
during
hate you so much.
the credits of Portal or Portal 2? I can't remember. Yeah, it played during the credits of the sequel?
Let's
God,
safety
man,
those
shows how much I
weapons,
remember
Napoleon.
Portal.
It turns out most
I think if you
humans are
asked me back in the
surprisingly
day, I
fragile.
would have said I hated
And
Portal.
surprisingly
You ask me
vocal
now,
about how
I respect
fragile they
Portal. It's cute and
Come back to
everything. It's just
Delamy
not my
really
kind of
so
game.
scary.
It's
You
just a
gotta
pure
drag
puzzle
this
game.
out.
And
I let
I
you
like
survive this
puzzles
long because
in
I was
games. I just do
curious
not like
about your
pure puzzle
behavior.
games generally.
Well, you've managed
But yeah,
to
it's
destroy that
I
part
respect
of
people
me.
who like Portal. I'm never gonna tell you it's a
bitter,
shit game.
unlikable
It's just not
loner
necessarily
whose
my cup
passing
of
shall
tea.
not be mourned.
Same thing that I always say
You
about
know,
Dark
the
Souls.
psyche valve
Games
might
like
have felt more
from soft
credible
games.
if you hadn't just tried to flatline me earlier.
What's your point, anyway? Survival? You're still shuffling around a little. But believe me, you're dead.
How do you...
The talking is over.
The talking is over.
I'm going
back. I like that one.
I've made contact with the
You
missing
want to know
vehicle.
another game I've been playing recently that
Definitely
has a
the oddest of the
shitload
bunch.
of weird video game references?
Yes, particularly in
I've been playing the director's cut
A share
of
of
Death
your
Stranding.
fate is being processed.
And as you play through the director's cut, there are quest lines where you are... There's side quests and, stuff you get through your mail and whatnot, but you
Do have a look around the
get
area. I lost contact with the Delamay
mail
network
popping up
vehicle
saying,
nearby.
hey, they're, from a mysterious J, and you're finding, you're essentially finding things for them, and the game will give you quick hacks. It's a Cyberpunk reference. It's like, you get V's face pattern for Sam as a cosmetic. You get
See the attachment for more on the wheels.
literal quick hacks, like you can use your Odra deck to shock people. You use the static electric shock move. It's really odd. They have a quest line where you're finding companion cubes, and the reward for that is you get a Valve head. The old school Valve logo, with the guy who had the valve on the back of his head. You get... Oh, yeah, this quest line. Yeah, we'll do this in another video. Apparently we get to go back to Dogtown and talk to Mr. Hands. Yeah, right there. But yeah, so you get like a little valve that sits on the back of Sam's head as a cosmetic. You get Morgan Freeman's sunglasses. I think you should have got his crowbar, but whatever. Or not Morgan Freeman's sunglasses, his just glasses. I don't know. It's just two really odd, just some really weird references. Seeing that Kojima didn't work on Cyberpunk. Kojima, as far as I know, didn't work on Half-Life or Portal. So I'm not really sure why those are in that game, but whatever. They're cute. I've not really been talking about these side quests, but I mean, these are just your pretty simple, bog standard side quests for this game. I think with this one, we are. Let's see if I can remember, because I didn't read the text message, and like I said, I'm not listening to Padre talking to us. We're coming here stealing a car for a former 6th Street member. Nothing super complicated. But the first thing that we got to do is we got to get up and install a certain software. which I'm doing pretty well with the stealth until just wait for it. The 7A and the 1C. I take the guy. I think I take this guy out first. Yeah. Grab him. I'm gonna drop down here into this little thing. Snap. Sorry if you hear my dogs bark. They're being let loose and into the house. Everyone's sleeping in today. So now the dogs are getting up and getting to run free rein. So they're going, oh, we gotta yell, we gotta yell. Oh, man. I love my dogs. Obnoxious little things. People are always surprised when I say my cats are bigger than my dogs, but I mean, my dogs are pretty small. I mean, they're one's a Maltipoo, so it's a Maltese poodle mix. The other one's a pure Maltese, but they're both pretty small. And mix that with the fact that my cats are also just really big. I've always said it made me laugh when my older cat Buddy got to be as big as he is. People are like, geez, didn't expect him to be that big. I'm like, yeah, well, that's all the love I gave him. See, I was trying to, you see what happened? I was trying to sneak around that to get behind them, and it just did not work. So, yeah, like I said, my older cat Buddy, he just, you know, nobody thought he was going to be as big as he was, but then I had my second cat, which we got from a shelter. He was apparently brought in, you know, they found him, just somebody found him on like a road, or next to the road or something, and he was all alone, and they brought him in, and, you know, he was really, he's still really shy, which, you know, is what it is, but he's a sweet little boy.
Oh, watch out! Here I come!
When everybody saw him when he was a baby, everybody's like, oh my gosh, he's gonna be so tiny. Now he's bigger than Buddy.
Is there no end to this madness?
He's a little chubby. I say a little, but it's cute. And as long as the doc says he's healthy, which, you know, as far as every checkup he's ever had has said, yep, he's a healthy boy. He's just big. Just makes me laugh. You know, I gotta check about Skippy, the gun I'm using here. I really need to check about that gun, because I know when you pick it up and you select lethal after 100 kills, it swaps to non-lethal mode. So when we picked it up in here, I kept it to non-lethal, thinking that after 100 non-lethal kills, it would swap back to lock itself to lethal mode. But A, I'm not sure if I've killed 100 people with Skippy yet, or if you know, it even does this you know what I mean, if it swaps from non-lethal to lethal in the first place. I've got to check that out and see what happens with it. You know, I'm saying that like I can't just, you know, pick up my phone and Google it. Hey, one of the weird advantages, I can now have gameplay going and Google stuff at the same time while I'm playing games when I'm asking questions. Boo boo boo. Does Skippy change?
You really saved my ass. Can't thank you enough.
Or wait, no. From non.
What about the ride? You gonna fence it?
Lethal.
Well, I have to sooner or
lethal.
later. Know a guy in Sacramento, a collector? He'll set me up for life. Oh, but for now, I'm taking her with me. Spruce her up a little more.
Wouldn't stick around too long if I were you. 6th Street are gonna be searching high and low for this beauty.
I'm leaving town today. It's like Uncle Estevez always said. If you gotta choose between your ride and saving someone else's ass, always choose the ride. At least you know that a ride's never gonna betray you. People, on the other hand,
Okay.
Excellent. The car has reached its owner. Now the money will reach you. Good deeds are always repaid in kind.
Interesting. Okay. So it's
Closing
50
contract.
kills with the gun that
Until
you
next
need.
time.
And it looks like it will swap from non-lethal to lethal after 50 kills in a couple days. I guess I've just not had 50 kills with Skippy yet.
It is. But it's our bar. Get up.
And supposedly it'll do that, and it'll also, there's another quest line connected to the gun. I guess we just haven't activated it
Hey,
yet.
back off. Ain't your biz here.
You heard what Pepe said.
But at the same
Take a
time, I totally
fucking
forget
walk.
about in-game days with this
Chew
game.
fuck off. Or I implant my blade in your ribs.
Go ahead.
Just
Make
try,
my
Doc.
day.
Come on. Let's see what you got.
Well, this
Did
got
it
real
look like
fucking
he glitched
interesting.
to anyone else? I mean, his body jerked like that.
Ah, you just kicked me.
And that was me trying to throw up. Oh wait, no. That wasn't me trying to throw up my guard. I did in this play session. I did the beat the brat, the Fight Club missions, and I keep pressing L1 trying to block, but no, block is L2. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the hand-to-hand combat in this game. I mean, it was serviceable in The Witcher. It was fun.
Landed in a little trouble.
But it really should.
Cleaned up.
I just don't think they should have.
Damn,
had-
sorry. I think I've had a little too much.
No, I'm not saying they shouldn't have
Fuck,
had
what a
hand-to-hand
night.
combat in this game.
Why?
I just don't like it in
Why'd
first
you help
person.
me?
It's weird. And especially when it's like on R2 like
Because you
that.
look like
so
you
it's,
got some eds on you.
no, I just don't like it.
Nothing for free. Not in this
get why it's
goddamn
here.
city. Not in this
It's
goddamn
just not
life.
my cup of tea.
Here, all I got.
But
the
I think
rest,
the same thing with melee
bartender
weapons
got
a lot
the
in this
rest.
game too. Even though on my my nomad character,
Circling
I
him
did
like
play with a
sharks on
sword a
scent
lot,
of
which
fresh
was pretty
corporal
fun.
blood. Could have ended badly if you hadn't stepped in, V.
Yeah, well, not all heroes wear capes.
How about we drink to you then? On the house.
Won't say no to a free drink.
To good fortune and prosperity.
Long day.
Could
And
say
we're about
that
to get
again.
really close
I'm
with
on a
Pepe
double.
to look
Break.
at his
Working overtime to
nose.
make an extra buck.
Nah, just don't want to go home. 10 years married, you know?
Huh.
10
For some reason
years
I
and suddenly I'm not good enough.
Huh. Okay.
No,
I thought
she
you
has to
actually
go
got to look
get
up his
some
nose.
side
I guess
action.
not. I still think we're
Anyhow,
still way too close
since
to
you
him. It's
brought
really
up
creepy.
money, you wouldn't be looking
Because like
for
I feel
a
like we're
gig,
not
would
like
you,
just
V?
leaning back in our
Hey,
chair
son.
listening to him talk. We're just like leaning in, looking at him in the face.
Run me
Just-
through
it's
It's
a
about my
little-
wife,
like,
right?
Like I feel like
Name's
we're leaning
Cynthia.
across the bar to share
She's cheating.
a passionate
I'm
kiss.
sure of it. Only question is...
I'm talking over Pepe.
who
I'm
will?
sorry.
Could let it eat away at me. Or I could get someone like you. Ain't no more than an evening's work.
Gonna have to keep tabs on your wife. Follow her around town. Where'd she be now?
She works nearby. I'll give you the address. Knowing her, she'll be on a smoke break. Smokes like a goddamn tire fire.
Like half this city.
Wait, but today, she was wearing a pink jacket. And, she had a blue purse, I think.
Colorful.
Always like dressing up. Get a woman something nice for her birthday, anniversary. And what do you get in return?
Sure she's cheating on you.
Let's start with the fact that she always stays late after work. I know she's lying. Called her office one night, she wasn't even there. Besides that, well, we got a kid together, right? Doesn't even look like me. Different hair, different eyes, all of it. Used to be easy to check these things, but with today's tech, there's a way around every test now.
Why you want to know who she's with? What's the point?
What's the point? What kind of gunk question is that?
Simple one. Answer it.
I want to look him in the eyes. Ask him how it feels fucking some other guy's wife. Breaking up a happy marriage.
Okay, fine. I'm in.
You're my hero, V. Means a
Okay,
lot to me.
so now that he's done talking, does anyone else think that a pink
Seedy bars, betrayal, a
suit,
beguiling
jacket,
woman.
jacket, whatever,
like
in a
something
blue
out of
purse would
pulpy
clash?
noir
Is it just
thriller.
me?
Pepe was used to listening to his customers' complaints, but now it was he who needed to get something off his chest. It was the same old story. An unfaithful wife in a city where everything was uncertain.
Are you about done? I'm trying to focus.
See, I don't understand V's hatred of Johnny's noir style
I arrived on the
commentary.
scene.
I think it's
looking for
cool.
the woman in the
Great that I
pink
love like
jacket,
old school
the
noir.
woman
So
with a sordid past.
Stop right there.
I feel like that makes it sound like, oh, I love those movies. I really don't watch them, but I love the aesthetic of old school kind of like pop noir. Pulp. That's what it's called. Yeah, Pulp Fictions. But yeah, I love that style, even though I don't really watch the movies or read pulp or anything
It
like
was
that.
her,
But
the lady
still.
in pink, breaker of hearts.
I can appreciate an aesthetic.
Framed by a halo of cigarette smoke.
Also, anyone
I
notice she doesn't have a
followed
blue
her.
purse?
Dreaming
Or
of
wait,
the
is it like
day
a
the narrator
clutch?
put a fucking
How the hell do I
plug
know
in
what a
it.
clutch is? Well, like my ex-girlfriend didn't carry around a purse or anything, so I don't.
Got too close. Almost scared
She's
the
about the
damn
only.
off.
She was about the
Better
woman
be
outside my
careful.
family that I've ever been
I
closest
know.
with. So yeah, I don't know if how the hell I know what a clutch is. Either way. I still don't. I still don't see the blue purse. I don't get why that was brought up. I think the pink jacket was enough to bring up. Here's me thinking about doing that assault in
The woman
progress,
looked
and
around.
nah.
Something weighed on her. Maybe it was my gaze.
Keep this up, I'm a fucking puke. Narrate that.
Poor Johnny. I appreciate your attempt to set the scene. Oh, look at him. He looks so sad. Head down. Aw, poor Johnny.
The woman passes a bum, gives him a wide berth, doesn't want her clothes dirty. Her conscience is already
I like that
dirty
one.
enough.
Seriously, what did I ever do to you?
I see right there. I was looking for Johnny. I could not find him. Now he's sitting there in front of the bum. I thought he was the bum. Does that guy look like he's walking with a poop, like in his pants? Or trying to clench one. He's like, yeah, just get home. Just get home. Some of the
The dame
NPCs
disappeared
like walking
into the
around,
guts of a
their
building
animations are
ready to
really
collapse.
crisp,
The
and
air
some of
hung
them, like
heavy with
that guy, I
smog
just
and
feel like
betrayal.
looks like you're just trying to
Maybe
hold
it's a
in a
good thing
dump,
I'm dying.
or you have dumped, and you're like, maybe you could still save the pants.
Well.
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
Fuck, Cynthia. Told you to make sure nobody followed you.
Husband sent me. Suspected something.
What?
See he was right.
No! It's not like that. I can explain.
It's not me you should be explaining yourself to.
No, wait! Please just hear me out!
Doesn't matter. Seen enough.
I left her standing there, indifferent to her pleas. The colors of the neon-lit sky played on my retina.
Dude, just stop already, okay? Seriously.
Okay, so I sort of screwed up this quest line. Because I didn't know that would just, like, flat out end the conversation.
Was done. Followed your wife. Went into some rundown pad. Man was waiting for her inside.
I knew it. What else?
Dunno. Honestly, don't care either. Did my job, now your turn. Waiting on that scratch.
You know, I thought I'd be more than just one
sorry
of your
about that,
regular
Pepe.
clients, but I guess
I mean, it kind of fits my
was wrong.
character, seeing that I'm trying to play him a bit more
me.
like an asshole.
Silence
But
fell like a
it's
wet
actually kind of
blanket
an
over the
interesting
city,
quest line, because,
muffling its
you have him
cries.
saying,
Time to rest.
I've got a
I
kid,
thought.
doesn't even look like me.
Time to drink.
Different eyes, different
See?
hair. Well,
That's
it's
more like
because she had
Finally
different
making
eyes and
some
different
sense.
hair. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened, but she did almost like a full identity change. I think it had something to do with, she was getting away from a partner who beat her, something like that. So she changed her identity, essentially. And that's why the kid looks like a mix of Pepe and what she used to look like, and not like him. So that quest is actually kind of nice that I just really fucked up there. It has a really interesting ending if you're willing to listen and not be as brusque as I was. Brusque? Is that a word? I know brisk is, but brusque? I'm keeping it. Yeah, let's get caught there.
By the long faceplate.
And synaptic burnout. Fry him. We gotta go into overdrive because we can't hit him with anything else. I thought about that, but I thought that would raise the alarm, so just drop another one, take him down, and we're done.
I already see Karubo in the fiery jaws of hell. I hear his piercing screams. I smell
piercing
the
screams.
flesh.
I smell the sinner's
In other
burning
words,
flesh.
my heart is full of joy.
It's a little fucked up there, Padre.
Go with God.
Dude, I love the fixers. I just really wish that each one... I mean, clearly Padre's got more of a religious tone to him. Mr. Hands, he's all secretive and whatever. Regina's a former journo, and all that. Like they all have their own kind of sort of vibe to them. But I really wish that we got to see more of like quest lines and activities in their areas that kind of fit more with who they are. Like Wakako's in bed with the Tiger Claws, so I would have liked to see more like connection between her and the Tiger Claws, like more actual like. I get it, they're trying to give them like little jobs that you do, just like your day-to-day life as a merc in Night City, trying to fit in with the tabletop, and I think that makes sense. It's just, like I said, I think that they could have done something cooler. Like Padre, they could have had some more, like, religious-based, like, actual mission chains that center around him and his area. Same thing with Dino. He's a little bland. He just kind of looks like a rocker, essentially. The DLC sort of did that with Mr. Hands and,
Her father wants
oh my god, the guy who's having you steal cars for him.
Enter V.
The other,
Demand quick payment. Details attached.
I can't remember his name. Shit. But yeah, they've done it a little bit with the DLC. But yeah, I just think they could have done a little bit more with the fixers for each area. Actually give them quest chains surrounding their actual characters. And like I said, just done more with them. I think that there was a really good opportunity. It just kind of fell short. But that's just my opinion. It's one of those things that, like I said, I understand where CDPR was going with it, but I think they could have. I think they could have continued to do what they're doing now, but also make make a similar. Let me restart the sentence. I think they could have done what they did, but also added in a little bit more context or a little bit more for each of the fixers. I just think that there was an opportunity there that was missed.
Who's there?
Gotta see Gustavo.
A lot of them really are. I think they have some killer voice acting and some really cool just character designs, so to speak. See, I feel like this room should have led in there or given you something. But yeah, absolutely nothing in this room. So instead, go out on the balcony. So this place is filled with Valentinos. Well, I say filled, I think there's like 4 or 5 of them, but still, it's a small enough area. Okay, we'll snake across, and we are about to get to where my software froze on me. So essentially, you really don't miss much in this quest line. So we're gonna sneak in here. We're gonna take out all the bodyguards. There it is. I was like, when is it gonna freeze? So yeah, like I said, what actually happens really isn't that interesting, so to speak. We go in, I take out all the guards, I find the guy, he kind of tells us his side of the story. The girl didn't get, or he didn't hurt the girl. The 6th Street were after, laid an ambush for him. She got caught in the crossfire, and, as he said, you have the option to tell him to get out of town, or just take him out. I took him out because, come on, that's what my employer wanted me to do. But that is the option. You have an option to either take him out or let him leave the city. But it really wasn't his fault she got hit, technically, because, I mean, he's a gangbanger, so, it is what it is. But, all right, well, give me a moment, and let me do some editing magic, and we will pick up after I get this freeze fixed. All right, everything's gotten, well, not fixed, but, I cut out all the dead air. So here we are at the afterlife once more. Actually, this is the first time I've come back here since the very beginning of the game.
What now?
Gonna head in, talk to Rogue.
Hey.
In you go.
His nose freaks me out. Just that bit of cyberware on the nose.
Hey, V. Good to see you. How's it going?
I'm trying to find her. And of course, we got to memorialize our good buddy.
Mine earned a spot on the menu here.
That chulo bowl with the bun? Yeah, well, sorry to hear.
Remember his drink? The recipe?
Vodka on the rocks, lime
I've tried
juice,
this. It's actually
and
pretty
ginger
good.
beer.
And
Splash
of
of
love.
That's right. In the drink's name.
A Jackie Wells.
Right. Well,
Yeah, I've tried.
the first
What
Jackie
was it?
Wells
What was it? It was
on me.
tequila, lime juice, ginger beer. Not bad. It's a pretty simple drink, but
No problem. Just holler
I've tried.
if you need anything.
I've tried ginger beer in a few different things. It's hit and miss, and I think that one's actually it works well with the tequila.
No.
The lime juice
This
just kind of
trouble,
adds
the
a
net
little bit more
around me,
sweetness to it.
You
It's
will.
pretty good.
You know it. I lost everything.
Let me
through
be
you.
plain.
I am not
Again.
a
Solve your own problems.
bartender or a mixologist
Go
or
fuck
anything
yourself.
like that, but
Be careful who you bargain with.
so take whatever I say with a grain of salt. Well,
Bro,
I made a
wanted to talk.
margarita on the rocks once, and
It's okay.
everyone in my family is like, "Oh, dude, this tastes fucking awful." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's delicious." It was literally all I did was just
Not
tequila
here.
and lime juice.
Not there.
I think I maybe
Who
had a
are
little
you?
bit of triple
Then
sec in there,
V.
but yeah, it was
And
just
what
pretty
is
much
it you
tequila and lime
want,
juice.
V?
And it was very
All
bare
these
bones.
years,
But everyone's like, "Oh, this is
it's
nasty."
really
I'm like, "This is
hurt.
fucking awesome."
Fucking bro, just kicking it back on a couch at the afterlife. Don't mess with her. She's got MRI.
And they were like
See
1 to
right through
1
you.
tequila
Give
and the
her the
lime
truth.
juice. So I mean, it was really boozy.
Need your services.
I don't know.
Gotta track a guy down.
I feel like that would be way too sour if it was 1 to 1.
Anders Hellman. Hotshot engineer. Worked for
Either way, it was
Arasaka.
really good.
Millisec.
People thought it was nuts.
Anders Hellman. Pinpoint him for me?
Thanks.
Jumping too soon. First, my help's got a price.
Yeah,
Second
yeah, I
and
get it.
third,
You've got a price,
Dexter
Rogue,
Deshawn,
blah, blah, blah.
Jackie Wells. T-Bug. Multiple bells ringing, V.
You don't really
Left
have
a
to
lot of
worry about
bodies
Dexter
behind.
Deshawn. The guy was a
Death
bit of a
walks
dick.
in your wake. Chalk that up to bad luck?
There's the bitch I know.
I love the way he
Ask her
phrases that.
about
There's the
Shot and Tell.
bitch I know.
How they shot me up right in front of her.
They knew the risks. All sorts of shit happens. To all sorts of people. Even to the best. To you too, Rogue. Arasaka Tower, remember? Who'd you lose back then? Johnny something...
Ah. You came prepped. Course. Anyways, feelings be damned, I've always said. This is pure biz. You need my help, so get those eddies ready.
See?
Yeah, like
Should
I
be
don't
enough.
have that much cash. I got over 800 grand
Come back
on me.
tomorrow. We'll talk.
In game, in real life, nowhere near that. In the off chance anybody,
Hey, interested in some
anybody
work?
thinks that coming for me.
Doing what?
A business opportunity. Cargo transport. Get from A to B, quick and
But
quiet.
I've always thought this
Interested?
quest line, this quest with this guy, just
You want to run this by a
it was
fixer
really
first.
close to being
Fuck the middleman.
cool,
They're cash drained.
but I don't
Attitude
know.
like that
I
won't
feel
get
it
you far in
just
this
falls a
line of work.
bit short.
I don't need a consultant. I
And
need a
I don't know
transporter.
what
Will you do it or
more
not?
to do with this quest
I'm listening.
that I think would make it so much better.
It's simple.
But
You go
there's
to the
just
Kabuki
something about
waterfront,
it that I
collect the
really
package,
think
give me a call,
is funny.
then I
I
tell
think
you how
maybe
to
it's
deliver.
finding the guy in
Very
the fridge
straightforward.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm
Everything
spoiling
except
it
my
if you haven't
pay.
seen this quest. I mean, we're about to
Don't worry.
complete it.
There's a
so.
bonus in it for you. Imported
But
and duty free.
there's something about this
Duty-free
one
and
that's really
detail-free.
funny
Yes, but altogether fair.
that I
It's a
just
simple
I
job,
think
generously
it could
compensated.
be.
Do you accept?
It could be something
Yeah,
amazing.
sure, I'm in.
It falls a
Good.
touch
I
short.
knew we'd find acceptable terms.
Really,
Head to
I
the
think that about
Kabuki
a lot of the
waterfront,
quests,
then search
a lot
for
of the
fridge
quests
with
in
the
this
words,
game. I
"No
think
future."
that a lot of them have a
Once you locate it,
problem like
collect
that,
what you find inside,
and I
then
think the
call me for further
problem
instructions.
is that
Till then, I guess.
how to phrase this. The problem is
hey,
that
good to
so
see
many
you.
of the
Hunt's
quest
a
lines
little
I think are
longer,
just
too.
cut so short. It was something that I think The Witcher 3 they found a way to make every quest, no matter its length, feel right. But in this one, if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing here, walking around, like I'm trying to find the odd graffiti, and I didn't realize I scanned it there, but I'm looking for it because I can't fucking find it. But yeah, I don't have. What the hell was I talking about? Where was I? I'm sorry, I lost my track of my sentence before I got distracted there. Oh, right, yeah, I think The Witcher 3 did this really well with its quest lines, because like I said, I think all the quests in The Witcher, whether they be short to the point quests or longer quests, they all felt the right length. I think, yeah, obviously there are some better than others, but just all in all, I think the quest line was great. Or the quest structure was great in that. This one, it's really hit and miss. There are some quests that I just think are too short. I think they either should have been dropped entirely, or you could have given them a little more meat. So the Empress is a car of femininity and motherhood. She is authoritative, knows what she wants, and it shot faster than I could read it. That is going to be the one downfall of recording like this, and that is trying to reach it. So here we're picking up a car that we had for a quest that I totally forgot that we got. So, okay. I didn't know we had... I can't even remember when we did this quest, so... But, hey, free car. Nice car, too. I really like the black on it. The wide tail of these quadras, I think, are my least favorite thing about this car, because I think they were trying to do a cyberpunk or a futuristic form of a Dodge Charger, which has the same problem to me. It's way too blocky. And again, this is just my taste in cars. That's always been my thing with the Charger. It's just, I think the tail end is way too blocky. Especially when you compare it to the Mustang. Because I like the sleek look of the Mustang a lot more than the big blocky. The big blocky kind of back end of the Charger. I love the way he falls out of the fucking fridge.
Let's hear what Dennis has to say.
Just falls out. It's great.
Hey, got a status? Find the package?
You could have told me the package was a man.
If it was a box of bananas, I'd use the post office.
If it was a box of bananas, when he used them.
Well, who is
again? There's
the ambassador to Mexico.
funny
Jesus, it doesn't
bits
matter
of
who
this
he is.
quest line.
Again,
I say quest line. There's funny shit here where he falls out.
Okay.
You know, he falls out of the thing. The guy saying the whole line with the box of bananas. There's more here. Or if after we help this guy, excuse me, we later get a quest with, because this guy's a doctor. That's the whole point of this. Again, you'll get the explanation if you haven't somehow seen this quest. You'll get it in a bit. But when you drop him off and we get to see what the quest line was all about, it makes sense. It's a cool quest line. Like, maybe there could have been a little something extra there, but it feels like it starts, it ends. There could have been something more to it, and it doesn't, it's not that it feels unfinished, it just to me feels like, well, that's it. I don't know, because it was one of the yellow quest markers, which are usually the more meaty quests, so I'm like, well, it feels like there should have been something. You know, it wasn't one of the gigs, which are supposed to be just kind of short to the point missions, you know, that are just your job as a merc. You know, it was one of the actual quests, and it just, like I said, it to me feels like it just doesn't get to the finish line. And I think that there are good chunks of quests in this game that have that problem. Getting picked up by that guy. I'm having problems just taking care of everyone because I can't sprint while carrying this guy. I can't shoot while carrying this guy. So I'm trying to take everyone with quick hacks, and then I'm in my overdrive, so my health is getting eaten up. Yeah, I think you can kind of tell what's about to happen. Yeah, that guy didn't have an explosive grenade. He had a shock grenade on him. Short circuit, that's the name of that quick hack. I could not come, I was like, is it static shock? Like, no, that's a really fun cartoon. There, I'm trying to drop the cyberware malfunction so I can get him kind of frozen up so I can run and just I kind of got sort of twisted up on my own legs there. So we'll start this again, pick him up, come over here. I think we're gonna duck back down this little crevice between these two houses. I'm going to synaptic burnout this guy, or synapse burnout, whatever. I think synaptic burnout is a better sound. It just makes it sound more powerful to me. I don't know. So we're gonna take him down, go around. And I think when I get to this corner, I'm going to look up, I'm going to use Contagion again on those two that are up there. That way they'll both get hit once and then it'll spread. But each time it spreads, it gives away my location, so I'm kind of stuck. Oh wow, that took him down. Not bad. Not bad at all, me. I get detective, they're throwing up, I just drop him. You get Skippy. still in combat because those guys are still around the corner. He goes, get the reload. I don't know why, it just,
autonomous shooting function. Please jump to confirm.
I don't know, that top mount reload, I don't know what to call it. I'm not a fan of that. I don't know, I just don't, it's a cool concept, I just don't, I don't know. If I knew more about guns, I could tell you like how it affects the reload. It's how prone to jamming it is. I don't know. To me the reload just seems really slow and whatnot. But I guess you could put more bullets in it that way because it kind of wraps around, so you can. It gives you a way to have a larger magazine. So I'm set clip. Because the only gun that I really know that has a top mount magazine like that is something like a P90. And no, I'm not talking about stuff like a Lewis gun or something, you know, because there were some World War II guns that had similar things, but it kind of looked like a drum mag that was on top of the gun. I'm talking those long, more long magazines, kind of like what Skippy has, or again, kind of like a P90. You know, the drums at something like the Lewis gun from W2 made a little bit more sense to me because they kind of slap on top of the gun. You didn't have to like slide it in, insert it. It just, yeah, I don't know. The reload seems a little better for that, but I understand why the sleek profile of something like what Skippy has, or again, I keep going back to the P90. Because again, it's the one that I really know that has a magazine like that.
I see that. Well done. Excellent work. Holding in there all right, Hariyoshi?
They need to give me hope.
Just something about it I've just never been a fan of.
So who is this guy?
He'll tell you his story. Hariyoshi?
In Japan, brain sergeant, top of all. Good instinct. One day, Tiger Claw boss needs surgery. But boss die on table. Tiger Claws were very angry. I hide in boat.
I mean, did you swim to America if you hid on a boat?
But there is secret. I killed Tiger Claw boss on purpose. World best surgeon, make no mistake.
Early warning about the tigers would have been nice.
I had a hunch you'd manage this just fine. Given that you're here now, I see I was right.
This is all very heartwarming, but you haven't paid me yet.
I know. Here.
May this blade serve you well.
And see, with what I was saying about how I think that this quest line could have been better, I don't know, have this quest be we're bringing him in, we had to smuggle him in through Arasaka because he's this well-known surgeon who needs to be taken care, you know, that is under Arasaka's clutches, and we need him to save a Tiger Claw boss, but instead it really was a big plan to kill a Tiger Claw boss and this, that. I think that there was a way to extend it and really actually make it feel like it has some weight, like it has some meat to it, but it's kind of falls short in my opinion. But either way, guys, this is where we're going to call it quits for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, social media down in the description below. Like, comment if you're not already. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time. But until then, I'm out.